it's Olivia from Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this mitred granny square. It's very simple, no more difficult than doing a normal granny square, just a little spin on it, you're kind of doing the colours all on one edge as opposed to doing it all the way around, which opens up sort of all sorts of opportunities for playing around with your design. I think it's a great little sort of play on a granny square, which we've all seen, and you kind of just really play around with your colour placement here. So if you had these repeating, then you can see that it's a great little trick to know, and yeah, just gives your project something a little bit different, which I'm all about. So yeah, I hope you like this kind of video. If you do, why not take a moment and subscribe to my channel. I do a video once a week, and yeah, you'll get to see more projects like this, and I shall get on and show you how to do this. So we're going to start off by just doing a normal granny square, and we'll be doing 2 rounds of the normal granny square. So if you already know how to do this, jump forward, and I'll put a link, I'll put a little button up here to jump forward to start doing the mitred square as opposed to the normal square, but if you already know how to do a normal granny square. So I've just done a magic loop there, and again I've got in-depth videos up here and in the description box down below on how to do a magic loop. And to start off with, you're going to do 3 chains, and then you're going to do 2 more trebles. So I'm British, so I call that a treble, but you may know that as a double. So I've got 3 trebles altogether, because that 3 chains replaces the treble. Then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do 3 trebles into the magic loop, 1, 2, 3, and there seems to be a aeroplane going over above, sorry if you can hear that. Okay, he's gone now, so we'll just carry on. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 trebles into the magic loop, 1, 2, 3, and again 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 3 trebles into the magic loop. So we should have 4 groups there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to slip stitch into the top of that 3rd chain here from the start of the round. That's a slip stitch there, and I'm just going to pull that tail end there, and as you can see, that brings that middle up in nicely, that middle loop, so that they're all nicely proportioned there. Okay, so I'm going to carry on in this blue colour, and I'm going to slip stitch into the next 2 trebles, but if you were joining a new colour now, then you would just fasten your yarn here and then start off your new colour in one of these 3 chain spaces. But because I'm carrying on in the same colour, I'm just going to do a couple of slip stitches across, 1 more into that 3 chain space there, and then that gets me started off in that corner again. Okay, so that's the first round of your granny square. So we're just going to repeat, we're just going to do another round. So 3 chains to start off with, that replaces my treble. 2 more trebles. Okay, and then I'm going to do 3 chains. So in each corner, in this one I'm just doing 3 chains, and then 3 trebles again into the same 3 chain space from the previous round. So I'm covering this for people who don't know how to do a granny square, and this is basically how you do it. Okay, so now I'm just going to repeat this into here. So it's going to be 3 trebles, 3 chains, and 3 trebles, and you do the 3 chains only in the corner parts for a normal granny square. So I'm now going to do that in all of the corners, so no chain space between these corners, just go straight into doing 3 trebles and then 3 chains and 3 trebles, and I shall come back when I've got back round to here. Okay, so I'm just doing my last treble there, and I am now just going to slip stitch into that third chain that we did at the start of that round, and now I'm going to fasten off my yarn because that is the beginning part done. Okay, so we've ended up with a tiny little square there, and that's the beginning. So you can go ahead and sew in your ends as you go, or you can leave them to the end. It's entirely up to you, but remember there will be a few ends if you're doing different colours. So I'm going to take my second colour and I'm just going to do a slip knot and put that onto my hook, and that's how I'm going to start off all my colour changes on this mitered square, this granny mitered square or granny square mitered version. I don't know. Okay, so if I was doing a normal granny square, now I would put my hook into this corner here, or any corner, and I would do basically what I've done here: 3 trebles, 3 chains, and then 3 trebles. But because we are now doing we're only going to grow it this way, so the colour changes are only going to be on one side, we're now going to just do 3 trebles. So I'm going to do a slip stitch to begin with, so that locks in that colour change, 3 chains, which is a replacement treble, 2 more trebles, like so, and then I'm going to just work the same method that I did with the previous round. So on this particular square, I didn't do a chain space in between. If you are doing a chain space, then you would do a chain space, but I'm not. So I'm just going to go straight in and do my 3 trebles into that space between those groups from the previous round. Okay. And then when I get to this corner, I'm going to do what I normally would do, which is 3 trebles, 3 chains, and 3 trebles. Okay, so that's negotiated the corner, so just going up this way. So now I'm going to carry on doing my groups. And again, my group into that corner there. And that's the first row of my new colour. Okay, so I'm not going to carry on going round because we are just working one edge each time. So now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's my 3 chains, and I'm going to turn the work, and I'm going to do 3 trebles in between those groups there in the same way that I have done in the previous rounds. Okay, so you can see it's carrying on the same pattern, and I'm just going to go back to where I started with this new colour. Right, and now I'm just going to do a treble into the top of that 3rd chain that I did at the start of the colour change. And that's where I'm going to fasten off my colour now. So I'll just do a little knot there, pull that through, tie that off, and there we go. There's 2 rounds of the second colour, and as you can see, it's starting to show, you know, that nice mitered square look. So you can carry on doing any colour that you like, but you just keep working it across that one edge. So if I just join the blue up again, so that's just doing a slip knot and putting that yarn onto my hook, like so, and then I'm going to start in that corner where I just finished off here, and I'm going to put my hook into that gap between the one treble and then the three group, the three trebles, so just in there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera there. I'm just going to do a slip stitch so that attaches that colour. Pull that tight, and I'm going to do 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more into that same space. Not getting caught up in the other tail ends. That's why it's a good idea to sew them up as you go along, really. And then you just carry on doing this row like you did this one. So your 3 trebles, then jump into that next space and keep going. And that's just how you keep going, really, and that's it. That's all you do. So you can see how you can get some nice effects here, especially if you did all the squares the same. So I've seen some really pretty effects, and I haven't done any projects with it this way before, but I can see the attraction in it, especially if you were to now do a border of another colour, and then when you join, it kind of just emphasises this mitered square look. So yeah, play around with it. It's just showing you how to do a mitered square. It's a quick, simple little video. Do with it what you like. It's a great effect, I think, and yeah, I really like that. So I hope you like this kind of video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see anything in particular, do drop me a comment in the comments box down below, or send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and I will do my best to help you out. If you have any questions about this video, obviously put them in the comments box down below, and yeah, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Olivia from Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this gorgeous fan type border, which you can see it sort of